Hi everyone, welcome to Hue Spotlight. I'm Tracy Koga. Well, it is very exciting. We are going all the way to Italy to find out what's hot in music. And I've got Tommy Gonzales, he's the drummer for the Peawees. And let's just say the Peawees, well, they're not small time. They've been around for a very long time, and they just recently released their 7th album. So Tommy, tell us all about it, One Ride. And I guess it's been quite a ride, so to speak.
Yeah, it's been one long ride. You could say that. The album was a 6-year process. We started with in 2019, and we got pretty backed up during the COVID pandemic. We were locked down pretty hard here, but we just kept going, and we finally got a finished product out and available. So we're super happy about that. We're happy to be playing and getting on the road and doing as much as we can with it.
Okay, so I laugh because we're here on the prairies in Canada, and you're saying, yeah, getting on the road, but you're going to Valencia and all of these incredible places in Spain, but the band is basically in Italy. Give us a bit of history behind the Peawees, because you've been together for so long.
Yeah, the band started in 1995 with Hervé, the singer, and he's the only original member. I've been playing in the band now for 11 years, but in one form or another, they've been a constant group. So now we're on like you said, the 7th album. They've been from La Spezia. There was a time that we all lived here in Milano. Now we're kind of separated, but it's something we make work. When we need to practice, when we need to record, we just find a way to get together and take care of business. But yeah, that's about it.
How do you maintain that sort of genre of music, which I really love? You call it punk rock and roll or whatever, Tones of the Clash and all of those groups from the past. But how do you keep that music alive for so long? And like you said, there's been different band members, but Hervé has managed to manage this.
Yeah, I think one of the things that he's really great at is taking those influences from the Clash, from Link Wray, from the older rock and roll band, and finding a way to put it out but keep it fresh at the same time. So I know that when you listen to the album, you hear these kind of retro vibes in some ways, but we're always trying to keep the music progressing and also progressing from album to album. Because if you go back and you listen to the very first record, it's like teenage pop punk almost, and not pop punk, but it's simple 3 chords, and you can tell that it's a bunch of teenagers playing this song. So it's like a constant evolution, and he's really good at being able to take the songs always to the next level. And he's kind of a maniac in some ways because he's obsessed with one-upping the last work that he's done always. And I think we did it this time.
Well, yeah, it is so, so cool. Now, I guess, what is the competition like, or I guess better said, how popular is this genre in Europe as opposed to, say, here in North America?
I think it's more popular in North America because in Italy is not the most rock and roll, punk rock oriented country on the map. When we go in Spain, though, it's another world. They love it there. There's a huge scene for underground garage rock and every kind of rock and roll. Other places, the UK has been good to us. We've had good runs in Scandinavia, but I think we have to see what it's like in North America. I've been gone for 11 years. I'm from Texas, and it's been a long time since I've played there. So if we get over there this year with the band, I can give you a better comparison.
But what a fantastic experience to finally go back to your home and to play in front of, the people that you grew up with and whatnot. And, I think that this has a lot of excitement in it because everything I find, like in music, like in life, history repeats itself. And I really do see a resurgence for this type of, kind of bare bones, in your face, live, kind of really visceral kind of music.
Yeah, I hope so. I would love to get back home and show it to my buddies and my family as well. because it's something I've always been playing since I was in a band since I was 18, but I started playing drums when I was 11, and it's just something I've done constantly through my life. So all my friends, my family, they all expect me to be doing something, and it's a pity I've been gone so long. I haven't been able to bring it over there yet, but we'll get there.
Now, you mentioned that this album went through the COVID period, and I know obviously affected all of the music industry, separated you from your other band members, you know, playing tunes or whatever. What was it like for you as a drummer, though, to send your music or your beats, you know, probably, I would think, electronically?
No, it was terrible. Yeah, I had to do some programming on like these computer programs, like the hi-hat on one button and the snare drum on another, and it just all of the feeling was lost. It became like doing algebra for me more than playing. But we did it, and we were able to get some few demos that way. And at some point, we just said, you know what, let's just wait until we can get back in the room together and do it right. And we did. And a couple of the songs, there's a song called She Cries As She Kills on the album. And the way I play the drums on it is almost exactly the way I programmed it. But it just took me forever. It took me forever to sit down and do it. That in the room would have taken me, you know, an hour to get my part down.
Oh, crazy.
So it was frustrating, to say the least.
Why for you personally, Tommy, have you stayed for 11 years in Italy? Would things be different if you came back, if you were playing in a band in America, in Texas?
Yeah, I mean, I met a rock and roll Italian girl when I was touring with an American band, and she let me convince her that I was going to come over and stay for a year, and that was 11 years ago, and we're still together.
So it was love.
Yeah.
And then came music. Oh, well, I mean, the tour sounds amazing. We can hardly wait for you to come to Canada. I know you need to go to America, Texas, and whatnot, but I think Canadians would embrace the Peawees very well.
Oh, I'd love it. I'm sure they'd enjoy the poutine.
Yes. Oh, yes, the guys would, definitely. Now, you have a new video, Drive. Talk about maybe the storyline behind it, or is it just straight what it looks like, just Drive? With a great beat.
No, I mean, the video is just driving, but the song is like, it's a song about kind of escaping your problems and getting from the end of one chapter to the beginning of the next. And the drive is kind of like that time in between where you don't know really where you're going yet. And it's also a moment that you have that you can reflect. You can think about your mistakes, think about your successes, your failures, and you can accept that you've got to get to the next point, even sometimes without knowing where it is, because, you know, when a chapter ends and a new one begins, it's not like it just turned the page and it's right there. There's always some time between it, and that time would be the drive, I think. And it's a moment to reflect and accept and move on.
Well, and that's exactly what the Peawees have done. Congratulations, Tommy, to you and the guys in the band. It's the Peawees, One Ride. Here it comes now, Drive.
I'm just gonna die. I blame my left hand for the love song I didn't write, but I thank my right one as well. That shows I got nothing to hide. Well, as long as I run, I don't feel pain. As long as I find a way, and the call stereo plays another one. Seems I gotta take another turn. I've lost some good friends, but it seems like they never at the store. He said my music won't go too far. When as long as I run, I don't feel pain. As long as I find a way. And the call, stereo plays another one. Seems I gotta take another turn. And I drive until the sun is gone. To a place I don't recall. And drive, while the highway takes me away. I'll just wait for another day. One down by the roadside, you can't say I didn't even try. I packed up my junk and my flaws. It looks like I'm just gonna